Ciao ragazzi! Welcome back to my kitchen, Chef Peppino here. If it's the first time you're joining me, welcome to my kitchen, benvenuto alla mia cucina. In this kitchen we have a lot of fun, we cook a lot of very fun things, tasty, delicious things, and we get to know each other, we get to discover our skills and our passions together. Before I get started today, I really must warn you, my friends, this recipe is for advanced taste buds only. Okay, I have to ask you to leave your childish judgments at the door because we're going to be exploring some very interesting textures and flavor combinations. So don't say I didn't warn you, okay? Peppino just wants you to be safe. But if you're up for the challenge to join me, and we're going to discover some wonderful flavors together. Allora, andiamo, let's get started. First, I just want to thank my fellow chef, Giada De Laurentiis, for this wonderful recipe. I really like this one because it sort of surprises people's expectations of what a panini or sandwich is supposed to be. So let me just break it down for you. I'm talking too much, Peppino, I'm very sorry. First, we have our sourdough bread. Sound familiar? I made this one. We have from the garden beautiful leaves of basil. Very fresh, very aromatic, very good for the soul. Next we have something very nice and luxurious, some Brie cheese all the way from France. So welcome Brie. We have good old-fashioned extra virgin olive oil, always extra virgin, please, nothing else. I don't want an excuse, extra virgin. And now is where it's gonna get fun and funky. Okay, again, I asked you to leave your childish judgments at the door. What we're going to do is to incorporate semi-sweet chocolate chips. Don't talk, don't say anything, just watch Peppino and you're going to see something marvelous happen. Alright, okay. This recipe focuses on a very few simple techniques that come together to form a wonderful texture and flavor combination. So, if you don't mind, let's enter this kingdom of flavor salvation together. Let's get started. One thing I have is my panini press. It's been heating up. What I'm gonna do now, number one, is I want to get a nice crisp on my sourdough bread. How am I going to do that? I have a little brush here. It's nice, even, coats it evenly. You don't need to use panini press. You can use a frying pan, griddle pan, whatever you like. I just think that it's a nice grill mark with the panini press. So what I'm going to do is use my olive oil, brush my sourdough bread generously with the olive oil, coating it. What we want to do here, friends, we want to give it a nice crispy texture in the panini press before we do anything further. So we ensure that as the brie melts onto the bread remains crispy and remains very texturally interesting for our taste buds. Okay, we're doing that on both sides of the bread. Okay. I think you'll be able to hear this when it hits the griddle pan. And a second piece of sourdough oiling on the top as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow! As the bread is becoming nice and crispy, I've already sliced up my brie and I have my chocolate chips ready to go. This really creates a nice fun party atmosphere in your mouth. You have creamy brie, hot, melted. You have aromatic basilico, very nice. and fresh. And then you have semi-sweet, almost bitter. Even if you have bitter chocolate, dark chocolate, use that. You have this bitterness coming through, and it's not overpowering, it just melts together with the cheese. And as you can see, our bread is nicely crispy and toasted in the panini press. Let me show you right now. Take a look at these wonderful grill marks and such a nice toasted smell coming out from that. A very nice aroma. It's going to be the nice base. The Brie. Cover the surface of the bread with your Brie cheese. Filling in any gaps by just simply ripping the cheese. Don't be shy, this is your playground, this is arts and crafts time. Do what you like with the ingredient and it will listen to you, but only if you're nice to the ingredient, remember. Step number 2. Since the Brie is a nice pillowy texture, we're going to use that to sort of stick our chocolate chips inside so they don't fall around. So we're just going to press them inside of the Brie. Again, in my opinion, the darker the chocolate, the better, because we're gonna meld in that bitter flavor with the natural sweetness and creaminess of the Brie. So it would be a subtle sweetness from the chocolates, not too much sweet, okay? This is a snack, this is a lunch. We don't want to overpower each other's flavors. The flavors. Now the beautiful part. Get your fresh basil leaves, rip them up, cover everything inside, okay? And when you rip the basil leaves, I got you, buddy. Don't you worry, I got you, Peppino, got you. When you rip the basil, you release some of the oils that are in the leaves, and it becomes more aromatic, more flavorful. There we have it, assembled, going back into the panini press. Let's go! And we're going to let that melt together for a couple of minutes until it's nice and melted through. And you're going to like what you see, I guarantee it. Can you hear that? I think it's ready. Let's take a look. It's sizzling, it's bubbling, the chocolate, the Brie is melting outside. It's marvelous, it smells like a dream, like I'm in a bakery of some sort. Can you hear? Can you hear that? Look, I can speak almost. Not very often Peppino has no words. I can just see that wonderful brown outside texture. You can hear that. The chocolate began to melt on the outside and produce those grill marks. It's quite a marvelous thing. Let me cut into it and show you. Let's go. The suspense is killing me. I don't know about you. Did you hear that? Mamma mia. The neighbors are complaining this crunch is too loud. And there we have it, guys. Wonderfully melted Brie with that crispy crunch. What? Crispy crust. Olive oil brown. A tinge of bitter, a tinge of sweet from the chocolate. Why don't we taste together? I have to taste with you. Let's have a bite. It's marvelous. We reached flavor salvation together. It's creamy, it's crunchy, it's sweet, it's salty. It's everything that your mouth wants. So again, I invite you to try this at home. Very easy. And I hope this taught you that you should not be scared of trying new flavor combinations, play around with different textures, different ingredients, because that's the only way you can really understand their full potential and bring them forward and let them marry each other, let them play with each other to flavors because they really want to. So don't hold back. Remember, in the kitchen there are no rules except for behaving yourself and having good respect. But other than that, you do what you like on the plate. This is what Giada did. So again, Giada, grazie per la ricetta. And guys, Chef Peppino says, ciao, until next time, take care of yourselves.